Are there any questions for Ms. Moore? Thank you, Ms. Moore. Item B is Title III application, Ms. Height.
Ms. Stanley, school board members, Mr. Nichols, tonight, you have before you a draft copy of the Title III, application. I apologize for the, late notice on this, but it just came out on Tuesday. And so, I need this to be reviewed so that it can be approved at the June 19th meeting. We made no changes to this application other than the dollar amount. We still use it for tutoring, we still use it for parent meetings with ESL, we still use it for image review. One change that was made is the statement that I had to add in the Title II and the Title V application, that YEPA statement about how we use it with special ed and report students, so, that was added, but other than that, there are no changes to this application.
Are there any questions for Ms. Height? This is for action at our June meeting.
Yes, if you don't mind, I need to have action on this at our regular school board meeting, and again, I apologize for the delay, and it just came out on Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item C is the RFB school roof repair. Mr. Dalton.
Good evening, Mrs. Bailey, school board members, Mr. Nichols. As you know, we issued an RFB 2018-001 for school roof repair was issued. We received our bids on the 6th and opened them publicly at 4 o'clock on June the 6th. At that point, they went through the evaluation committee comprised of myself and Dr. Leggett. We had two companies turn in bids on the school roofing repairs. They were Affordable Roofing out of Appomattox and Gupton Insulation Company out of Clarksville. We scored, both companies, we scored them on the 70%, you can get up to 70% for cost of services, 10% for ability, 10% for experiences and qualifications, and 10% for quality of references. In the scoring and grading process, the total of Affordable Roofing score was 100%, and Gupton Insulators scored 93%. Therefore, at this time, we'd like to recommend that the school board proceed with Affordable Roofing, and this will be an action item tonight that you approve so that we can take it across the road on Monday night and ask for seek approval from the board of supervisors.
Any questions for Mr. Dalton? Any other questions? Mr. Dalton, you're up on item D as well.
Yes, ma'am. As you know, we've been working with Train since December on the EPC, the Energy Performance Project. Myself and the members of the Capital Improvement Committee, we met with Train last week and collaboratively put together a very comprehensive project I'm very proud of. I feel that the savings over the next 15-year period are very positive. Over the next 15 years through the EPC project, we'll be saving $231,000 in energy. And it's pretty much, after the new numbers got back, as y'all saw in the email I emailed you, it's only the first 3 years now are in the red at all. I thought that, I was very happy to see that. So tonight, we would also like to ask, if this would be an action item, to seek your approval to move forward with the energy performance contract with Train and seek board of supervisors approval on Monday night to move forward with getting the loan.
Any questions for Mr. Dalton? Okay, thank you.
He
Mis-
really worked hard on that, by the way. He's done a lot of legwork. I think he's better than twice tonight. So,
Mr. Nichols, do you have anything else in your report or information? Okay. We'll be moving to action. 6A is, can I get a motion that the school board approves the personnel recommendations?
motion to approve. I believe that's all right.
Motion from Mr. Edwards and a second from Mr. Honeycutt. Can we have roll call?
Mr. Sturdivant,
Yes.
Mr. Palmer,
Yes.
Mr. Honeycutt,
Yes.
Mr. Campbell, Mr. Edwards.
Yes.
Mrs. Bailey.
Yes. Item B is a student matter. Can I get a motion that the school board approves student matter SM 2016-2017-08?
So moved.
Second?
Madam Clerk, can we have roll call, please?
Mr. Sturtevant,
Yes.
Mr. Palmer,
Yes.
Mr. Honeycutt,
Yes.
Mr. Campbell, Mr. Edwards,
Yes.
Mrs. Bailey.
Yes. Item C is the RFB for school roof repair. Can I get a motion that the school board approves RFB 2018-001 school roof repair contract be awarded to Affordable Roofing?
Motion to approve?
Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mr. Sturtevant,
Yes.
Mr. Palmer,
Yes.
Mr. Honeycutt,
Yes.
Mr. Campbell, Mr. Edwards.
Yes.
Mrs. Bailey.
Yes. Item D is the Energy Performance Project. Can I get a motion that the school board approves the Energy Performance Project recommendations?
Second?
Mr. Sturtevant,
Yes.
Mr. Palmer,
Yes.
Mr. Honeycutt,
Yes.
Mr. Campbell, Mr. Edwards,
Yes.
Mrs. Bailey.
Yes. At this time, since this is a special meeting, we won't be having any board member remarks, but we would like to go back into closed session. So can I get a motion that the school board convene a closed meeting for personnel matters regarding resignations, retirements, supplements, adjustments, employments, grievances, and discipline pursuant to Code of Virginia, Section 2.2-3711A1?
Second.
Madam Clerk, we have a motion that we adjourn and a second. I suppose now we would go and vote on this.
Mr. Sturtevant,
Yes.
Mr. Palmer, Mr. Honeycutt, Mr. Campbell, Mr. Edwards,
Yes.
Mrs. Bailey.
No. So, the motion carries. We are adjourned.